You understand the fundamentals of what you are doing, because if you do, it will completely take you into another stratosphere of what you're doing. You will improve faster than you ever have at anything in your life once you understand the fundamentals. This is something that I've came to a realization with, because I have recently been trying to improve at 3 things. For 1, these videos. For 2, playing Call of Duty. For 3, playing golf. So I'm very new at golf. I've been playing Call of Duty at a very high ranked level for a while. I'm about to be top 1%. And these videos, I've been doing them for a while, but I'm still getting better. And these things have pushed me to try to understand what is the fastest way that we can get better at things. Because I want to get better at COD, I want to get better at golf, and I want to get better at these videos. And I can really see what certain things and places, systems of learning, and how they actually affect how fast I grow at these things. But the number one thing that I feel right now is that has broken me through in all 3 of these things is understanding the baseline fundamentals / principles of them. So this is kind of like a little bit of what Elon Musk had talked about. He says that when he's building like rockets and doing stuff like that, what's allowed him to actually freaking innovate and stuff is understanding the first principles of what he's doing. So basically what the first principles are is the baseline truths of what you are doing. So it's like if people say building rockets are expensive, that's kind of an assumption. It's not really a truth. It doesn't necessarily, we don't know for sure if it needs to be expensive, but the basic truth is it costs this much to buy this material, it costs this much to buy this material, and it costs this much to buy this material. That is the first principles. Once you understand that, you're like, okay, what can we do with that stuff? And then you are able to put it together from the ground up, and that's how you innovate, instead of just being like, oh, well, it's expensive, so it's gonna be very hard, because you're just fighting a losing battle from that point. So that's the same thing with fundamentals / principles in anything that you are doing. So what I realized for this is in Call of Duty, I made the first principles because I understood the game so well. I was like, I can kind of put this together myself since I already know it, and I just need to understand and get these deeper. So I got like 5 principles of how I play the game. I'm not gonna tell you guys these here because I don't think you guys care, but it's like, once I had those understandings of those things, all of a sudden it became so damn easy to see the game. There were so many things that were going on that I couldn't see, but once I had these principles, I could see the game so clearly, and I was making the best plays of my life, and I was just having so much more fun than I ever had. Once I did that in Call of Duty, I did it in these videos. I have 10 or 9 principles that I operate with these videos, and it's helped me see so many things that I was missing. The tonality, I have storytelling, I have different things that I do for these videos, you know, being in joy and love and peace. And I'll share this in another video, but those were things that now I have an ear for and an eye for, and I can see and hear them, and it's so beautiful because all of a sudden I can train those things and I can see them in basically anybody that I listen to now, when in the past I couldn't do that. It is so beautiful because now I've realized how much faster I'm improving once I have those core principles that I'm building off of. Versus in the past, it was like I had a bucket with a hole at the bottom where I was trying to learn, I was trying to grow, but I didn't really understand it at a deep level. So all these things and the videos that I was making, I wasn't learning what I could from them because I didn't understand it as well. So anything that you're doing, what are the core principles / truths / fundamentals of what you're doing? Do you understand them? If you don't, you gotta get at least 5 of them, I would say, maybe even 3, and just trying to see them. Yeah, trying to understand, okay, what do you really need to understand here? So another thing that I was doing is with golf, I took this concept to golf. It was like, I was practicing my swing, trying to get better at my swing, but I realized when I thought about this, the core principles of golf, I was like, what are the things that I need to do? What are the main things? And I realized it was just simply, if you look at golf, it's like you gotta swing here, and you have to swing perfectly here. But I wasn't focused on that. I was focused on the swing, making it look nice, getting the swing down. When in reality, every time I would go to the golfing range, I was missing this because I wasn't practicing that. But now that I've focused on this, just getting it perfect, everything else is working around that, and I'm learning so much faster, so much better. It's so crazy. And I have a couple more of those, but it's basically just to make these, what is the result that you want? And then what are the core principles to help you get that result? That's all you need. It's so powerful. It would change the way that you're operating. It would change the way that you do anything in what you're currently doing. And it will just blow your mind how much more fun that you're having by doing this. Because I was just like, When you're playing Call of Duty and you're getting smacked up, just getting destroyed really bad, it's not fun when you don't know what the hell's going wrong. But when you know, oh, that's why I messed up this play. And then you can also watch feedback back and know exactly what you're messing up on, exactly what you can improve on. So if you're stuck right now and you want to make a breakthrough in whatever you are doing, discover the fundamentals / principles at the core of what you are doing. It will take you to a new freaking level. I love you guys very much, man. I'll talk to you on the next video. Peace.